Good afternoon, everyone, from the Johnson Center on the campus of Oakland City University. It is Rivers State Conference Saturday basketball, a doubleheader today. The men are first, followed by the ladies, as Oakland City University will host the Pomeroys of St. Mary's of the Woods. I'm Walt Ferber, along with producer-director David Hose and statistician Colin Dixon, and we're ready for what should be a great afternoon of basketball. Before the day started, we had the chance to sit down and talk to Ken French. Ken, the head basketball coach at Oakland City University.
Oakland City University head coach Ken French, and it is always a pleasure, Coach. This place seems like home. I know it's been a battle this year, but kind of a good thing on a cold, snowy day like this. I could see the embers of a burning fire last time out. This is a team that I really enjoy, watch, and I think they're starting to get it.
We played hard the other night against IU Southeast and competed. I thought it was a really good River State's conference game. I mean, it was both teams playing hard. There wasn't any nonsense or anything like that. Both teams wanted to win. It was a really, really good game. And, unfortunately we came up on the short end, and it wasn't because of effort. We needed to execute some things better. But, effort-wise it was there, and it was just, we're 1-2 in the league, and we got to turn the page, and we've got to have that same type effort and improve on our execution if we want an opportunity to win today.
And it looked like we were using our depth a little bit more. I like the kind of platooning early on in the ball game, almost exchanging 5-on-5, and a lot of guys got the job done.
We, depending on the team and the matchups and that kind of thing, we feel like sometimes that we can play a few more people in the rotation and we can get a little bit deeper into our bench. But, we've got some guys that are playing hard, but maybe their production is not there. They're not very efficient. And we've got some other guys who are playing really hard and making some mistakes because they are maybe trying a little bit too hard. But we're just trying to, again, it's been such a process of finding out who plays well together and that kind of thing. And we feel like we've got a pretty good mix right now. We had 3 really good days of practice, and we played a good game. The guys are playing with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, and we're gonna have to work. We're gonna have to scrap and play with some grit to figure out a way to get in the top 4 in our division to make the conference tournament. And we come back from the break, and we got the top 3 teams in our division. We had IU Kokomo on the road, didn't play well. IU Southeast played well, but came up on the wrong end. And then now today we got St. Mary's of the Woods. So, we come out of this stretch and we're 2-2. We're in a pretty good spot.
And not a cupcake today by any stretch. As you said, one of the top teams in the division and in the conference, 13-2 for them coming in for the Pomeroys. So what's the keys for us today?
Well, they're 13-2. They won 13 straight, and they're 3-0 in the league. We've got to do a really good job of keeping them off the glass. They rebound it really well. We got to keep them out of the rim. They attack the rim as well as anybody. They're as athletic, and they got guys that just score the basketball. They're tough. They're very, very tough. 55, Greg Jenkins is one of the best players in the league, and they got the big 7-footer. Almost in Shantapula, who's probably the best big in the league, and their guards are all can handle it. They're all water bugs. They've got a couple of guys that they kind of look alike and that kind of thing, and their games are very similar. But they know their roles. They play. They play hard, and there's no There's no hiding the fact that they're the best defensive team in the league in half court. Even on synergy and all that stuff, they rate out as excellent defensively. That's why they are where they are. And they're able to make up for mistakes because of their length and athleticism. And, they're a handful because if they get back and they get their defense set, it's tough to score on them.
Okay, so it would behest us, and I know we have done a better job lately at turning our defense into offense and getting those transition buckets.
Yeah, we're going to have to pick our spots to run and get some easy baskets and use that to our advantage, but it's hard to run on these guys, because of their athleticism, and they don't turn it over. They take shots, and it's going to be a tough matchup. It's going to be tough for us. It's going to be, I think there's some matchups that we might be able to take advantage of, and vice versa. I think there's some matchups that they might be able to take advantage of. It's a typical conference game. We're at home. I hope we show up with the same chip on our shoulder that we did the other night. And, hopefully this will be a 1 or 2 possession game, and we'll learn from our mistakes the other night and give ourselves an opportunity to win.
I love the way we played. We were throwing our bodies around. A couple of bodies came slamming into the scorer's table right in front of us. That's great, but that's also the way that you can get an injury or two. Did we get out of that game injury-free?
For the most part, yes. Gachero Barrica's banged up a little bit. Has his shoulder still. He's a little under the weather, been sick. And then, just typical bumps and bruises. We've talked about this. We're all day to day, aren't we? It's that time of year where everybody's got something that's hurting probably, but our guys are tough. They're sucking it up. We've got some guys that, have to make routine trips.
And that is our national anthem as we're just about ready to get this shindig underway today. First of all, the starting lineups for St. Mary's of the Woods, the Pomeroys of Terre Haute, Indiana, and Coach Jesse McClung. Starting for the Pomeroys today is number 11, Jared Mons, a 6'7" sophomore at 5.1 points per game. Malachi Pearson, a 6'5" junior at 4.2 points per ball game. Number 55, Greg Jenkins, a 6'2" senior at 16.3. Number 15, Chad Ikueku, who's a 6'5 junior, at 6.4. And number 2, Greg Johnson, a 6'2 senior, at 6.4 points per ball game. And now the starting lineup for your Oakland City University Monty Oaks of Coach Ken French. Took Indiana University Southeast to the wire in a game that wasn't decided till under 1 second to go. Another great one here this afternoon. One forward will be number 23. That is Amir Mack, a 6'6 junior, averaging 17.5 points per ball game. Starting at the guard, Jalen DeGrone, 6'3", a grad student, averaging 14.3 points per game. At center, 14, Jonathan Claxton, a 6'8 junior, at 4.0 points per game. At the guard spots, 5, Hunter Johnson, a 6'3 sophomore out of South Decatur, at 15.1. And the grad student at point guard, number 3, Robbie Williams, a 5'11 grad student at 8.3 points per ball game. Oakland City University in the home white with dark blue numerals, light blue trim. The Pomeroys of St. Mary's of the Woods, same colors as Oakland City, only they are road with the very dark blue uniforms on. Carolina blue numbers and the white trim. Walt Ferber, producer-director David Hose, statistician Colin Dixon, ready to be have a great afternoon of basketball here, as it will be Claxton and Jared Bonds jumping. On this snowy, but warming up a little bit, Saturday afternoon in southwestern Indiana. It's tapped. The Pomeroys have the basketball. As driving is Greg Jenkins. Good ball movement. That goes to Ikueku underneath. Shot is blocked. Thrown back around as they're down to 13 seconds on the shot clock as Jenkins drives from the elbow. It's no good. It's tapped around. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pearson, and Oakland City will have their first possession of the ball game. 19:35 in the first half, no score, as Robbie Williams will set the ball up for Oakland City University. Moves the ball against Jenkins, gets it over the timeline, heads to the right wing, goes to Hunter Johnson. Johnson gets the basketball back to DeGrone. DeGrone pulls it back out, and he drives. Gives the ball to Williams. Williams with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Gets the ball to Claxton. Claxton, fadeaway shot on the baseline, no good by Hunter Johnson. Pomeroys get the rebound. Working the ball across the timeline, Greg Jenkins. Jenkins hands the ball to Johnson. Johnson to Ikueku. Top of the key, Jenkins. Both teams kind of grinding it here early. Pretty good defense by both teams. Greg Johnson shaking and baking, working on Hunter Johnson. Fade away from 15, misses, no good. Mack comes down with the rebound for Oakland City. Robbie Williams, that's DeGrone across the timeline for Oakland City. DeGrone works to the basket, stops, turn around, puts it up, no good. Tapped up, no good. Claxton up, no good. Finally coming down with a rebound. Ikueku for St. Mary's of the Woods. Driving a baseline, getting a shot blocked is Pearson. Oakland City has the basketball. Robbie Williams shoots it back to Hunter Johnson. Johnson on the right wing, drives, kicks the ball back out. DeGrone, top of the key. DeGrone works the ball on the low block. That is up, no good. Claxton comes up, contact, no foul. Hustle for the ball, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Hunter Johnson. That'll be Hunter's first personal foul of the ball game. First team's first. Putting the ball into play will be Malachi Pearson. Still no score. Greg Jenkins, top of the key. Works the ball back out to Jenkins. Jenkins drives, 17-footer good. And that is the first score of the ball game as Jenkins makes it a 2-0 game. 17:25 to go here in the first half. Negron on the right wing for Oakland City. Robbie Williams back near the timeline. Amir Mack with the screen. Robbie drives, 18-footer. Swish, we're tied. Good job, Robbie. Out of Charleston, West Virginia, the grad student at 8.3 points per ball game. Greg Johnson for the Pomeroys. Gets it out. And gets the ball top of the key, goes on the near side to Ekawa. Whistle underneath. And it looks like they're looking at Negron for the personal foul. That is Negron's first personal, team second. Pomeroys put it into play underneath their own bucket. A nice pass underneath to Pearson off the glass. No good. But the tap up is up and in by Ekwu, who gets his first two, and it's 4-2 Pomeroys. Robbie Williams to Negron. Negron shakes and bakes. Claxton on the low block, working down under. Shot fake. Got it to go in one. Jonathan Claxton. Well, the great move, the junior out of Portland, Oregon. And they're not going to count the basket, so the basket does not count. Will be Oakland City's basketball inbounds. Amir Mack to Johnson. Hunter drives in the lane, loses the basketball. Nice passing, and on the final end of that is Greg Johnson. And it is 6-2 Pomeroys. So foul, it looks like it's going to be called on Greg Johnson of St. Mary's of the Woods. That is his first, team's first. Hunter Johnson puts the ball inside court for Oakland City University. Negron, nice drive. Contact, no foul. Basketball almost knocked away. Go back to Oakland City is stepping on the sideline was Malachi Pearson for the Pomeroys. So it's 6-2. The Oaks get the basketball back. Robbie Williams will set up the offense. That's Amir Mack. Back to Williams. Hunter Johnson. Mack on the baseline. Fade away. Good job by Amir Mack. 6-4, Pomeroys by 2. Jenkins setting up the Pomeroy offense. Good ball movement. Comes back out near the timeline to Greg Jenkins. Good ISO move by Greg Jenkins. Averages 16 threes, got 4. And it's up to an 8-4 Pomeroy advantage. Amir Mack drives, puts it up. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Jared Bonds. Into the ball game, Blake Wells for St. Mary's of the Woods. And coming out will be Jared Bonds. 14:56 in the first half. That gets us to our media timeout. Our game brought to you in part by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Huntingburg. Going to take a break. You're watching the dedicated Oakland City University channel on the NCCAA.org. back at the Johnson Center on the campus of Oakland City University, St. Mary's of the Woods. Jenkins leads the way currently with 4 points on 2 of 3 shooting. Agukwa has 2 and Johnson has 2. For Oakland City University, Amir Mack with 2 and Robbie Williams with 2. Oakland City up rebounding 6-5, 3-1 offensively. St. Mary's 4-3 defensively. 1 assist for St. Mary's of the Woods. Each team has a turnover. St. Mary's of the Woods has a steal. Paint points, 4 for St. Mary's, none for Oakland City. Personal fouls, 2 for St. Mary's, 1 for Oakland City as we're out of the timeout. Game brought to you in part by the Gaslight in Uptown Huntingburg. Pizza by the pound. Oakland City University events always on the screen at the Gaslight. Hunter Johnson on the baseline. Amir Mack, left wing. Drive, 15-footer, yes. It's good, but the foul was before the shot. Looks like that foul is on Teron Hogg, his first. That is the team's 3rd personal foul. Oaks put it in. Johnson open 3, comes off short. Pomeroys have it. Going coast to coast, the scoop shot is no good by Akua, but he's going to go to the free throw line. Foul is on Claxton. That is his first personal foul, team's 3rd. Going to the free throw line, Ikwe with the free throw shooting. He's a 76% free throw shooter. Oh, pardon me. I need to look at my numbers a little better. He is an 85.3% free throw shooter. The junior is coming into the contest now. Will be Howard, and the shooter will head out as it's 10-4. Pomeroys. Ali getting ready to go in the game for Oakland City. Negron. Ball to Claxton. Back to Negron on the right wing. Little shake and bake. Takes it back to Hunter Johnson. Claxton underneath. Claxton drives into the lane. Puts it up and in. Claxton. And this one's good. This one, they're going to count this one. It's 10-6. Claxton has looked good early for the Oaks today. Hogg with the ball. Fadeaway 10. That's no good. Amir Mack with a rebound for the Oaks. Negron has the ball, works it across the timeline in a hurry. He'll stop, hold up, goes into the lane. Shot fake. And that's going to be 1-0. Merriweather zeros on the board. Young man averaging 5.4 has his first, and it's 12-6 Pomeroys. Williams with the 3. That's a good answer by Robbie Williams, who has 5 for Oakland City, and it's 12-9. Greg Jenkins for the Pomeroys now heads on the left, works on the left wing, kicks the ball on the baseline. That 3-pointer's no good by Howard. Claxton has the rebound for the Oaks and is going to get his 2nd personal foul. Jenkins took it away. And I tell you what, having Claxton pick up his 2nd the way he has played early, trouble for the Oaks. Is going to the free throw line is Jenkins, a 76% free throw shooter for the Pomeroys. 4 points on the afternoon so far. Jenkins, a 6'2 senior out of Indianapolis, hits the free throw. 7 points for Jenkins. Gachiro Barika in for Oakland City University, and one more free throw for Jenkins. And that is up, and that is good. 6 points for Jenkins. 14-9, Pomeroy's. On the near side, Ali for Oakland City. Ball is reversed to Hunter Johnson. Hunter on the baseline, kicks the ball up. Works in the lane. It's a ball to Ali. Ali pulls it back out on the left wing. 10 seconds on the shot clock. In the lane, getting the ball up toward the bucket. The shot is no good, but there will be a foul on the play. Foul is going to be called on Merriweather. That'll be his first personal foul. Oaks will put it in, 20 in the shot clock underneath their own bucket. Robbie Williams puts the basketball into play. Abir Mack. Mack with the drive of the 15-footer that rims in and out. No good. Nothing but dark blue shirts. Merriweather has it. They set up the offense quickly. Driving in, works back out, goes to Greg Johnson. That's to Howard. Howard in the low blocks to Wells. Off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound and a foul. I'm going to guess Ali on that one. That'll be his first as Ramid Ali just came into the ball game. That is his first, team's fifth. 14-9 the score. Merriweather puts it into play. And the Pomeroys are going to turn the ball over. Blake Wells will pick up that foul, and it is his first of the team's fifth. Full court pressure by the Pomeroys. Comes to Amir Mack. Across the timeline as the Oaks break the pressure. Back to Robbie Williams. Williams, G with the screen. Some screen. Cross courts it to Hunter Johnson. And the Mighty Oaks are going to turn it over. And Hunter Johnson's going to get called for the offensive foul there, and he's picked up his second personal foul. Negron will come back into the ball game, I'm guessing, for Hunter Johnson, who just picked up his second personal foul. 14-9, 11:50 to go here in the first half. Walt Ferber, David Hose, Colin Dixon with you courtside from the Johnson Center on the campus of Oakland City University. Howard on the near side to Merriweather. Merriweather comes back out, works the ball to Blake Wells. Wells now to Johnson. Johnson back on the near side to Howard. Howard back to Wells. Lobs the ball under it. Ali takes it away for the Oaks. Lobs, and Ali thought he was going to zig, and Negron thought he was going to zag underneath, so it's thrown out of bounds. Good defense, good idea, just couldn't get the job done. As Howard sets up the offense for the Pomeroys. Heads into the lane, is pulled back out, works back outside to Johnson. Johnson on the left wing. Howard is up, no good. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Pomeroys. Oakland City University basketball. 11:05 to go in the first half at 14-9. Robbie Williams. Screen comes back in the low block, back outside to Ali. Ali drives to G. G whips it outside to Ali. Ali with 8 seconds on the shot clock. There's Robbie Williams. Williams with 4. Gets it up in the air. That's no good. Wells has the rebound for the Pomeroys. In a hurry, getting the ball across the timeline is Howard, and it's taken away by G. Gachero Barica. Negron near side. Stops. Basketball is bounced, and they're letting them play today. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Pomeroys as Claxton back in the ball game for Oakland City. Gachero Barica sets down. Greg Jenkins in the backcourt, working against Ali, gets it across the timeline. Heads on the wing, goes to Johnson. Johnson, as Tanner Toops gets ready to come in for Oakland City. Long three-pointer, that's off the front of the rim, no good. Robbie Williams the rebound. And the stuff is called by Hogg. 16-9. They are letting a lot of physicality go in this ball game. And that's where the envelope is. You got to raise your physicality if you're Oakland City. Negron rims off, no good. Pomeroy's get the rebound. It's the ball across the timeline, stop and a pop and a good for Greg Jenkins. Timeout is called on the floor. 9:23 to go in the first half. Pomeroys have doubled up Oakland City. It's 18-9, immediate timeout. So we'll take a break. You're watching the dedicated Oakland City University channel on the NCCAA.org. We're back. Our game brought to you in part by the Gaslight and Uptown Huntingburg Pizza by the Pound and so much more. We had the Raider Wednesday postponed because of snow that was to be last Wednesday night. That will now be Wednesday, January 29th, and the Raider Wednesday season will conclude February 3rd with the South Ridge Wrestling Team. Every Wednesday night, the pizza buffet on Raider Wednesday, and also Friday at lunch. A great pizza by the pound, the Gasser, best in the universe. Specialty sandwiches like the Johnny Dart, the BJB, and so much more. The Gaslight at Uptown Huntingburg, big supporters of Oakland City University Athletics, where every Oakland City University home event can be seen on the big screen TV. John Sawyer and everybody at the Gaslight, big fans of Oakland City University. 18-9 Pomeroys, as Toops will put it into play for the Mighty Oaks. Negron will set up the offense. Goes to Ali on the baseline. Tanner Toops on the far side, on the baseline to Ali. Claxton, free throw line, drives. He's going to get himself to the free throw line. I'm guessing that is Jared Bonds that is going to pick up the foul. No, that is Merriweather that's going to get it, and that is Merriweather's second personal foul. Tamara's Merriweather. At the free throw line, Claxton, averaging 4 points per contest. Jonathan Claxton from Portland, Oregon, misfires on the free throw. He's got 2 points on the day. It's 18-9. One more for Claxton. Missed them both. Coming down with a rebound, the Pomeroys, and that was Bonds. Jenkins going to walk it across the timeline for St. Mary of the Woods. Tanner Toops hawking him. Driving in the lane, it's kicked out, kicked back in, and driving and putting the biscuit in the basket is Hogg. He's got 4, and it's 20-9, Pomeroy. Negron across the timeline to Toops. Toops gets the ball to Ali on the left wing. Ali drives in the lane. Back outside to Tanner Toops. Toops drives the baseline, puts it up, has his shot blocked. And rugby scrum underneath. And Pomeroy's going to come up with the ball. That is Jenkins across the timeline. As he stops being hawked closely by Ali. Jenkins back on the near side. Ali back on him like glue. That is Johnson. Johnson gives the ball back to Jenkins. Jenkins from the elbow kicks the ball back outside. 10-footer on the baseline is up and no good. Ali gets the rebound for Oakland City. Negron kicks it into gear. Works, sets it up, drives in the lane, back out to Ali. Tubes baseline three. Rims off, no good. Ali gets a hand on it, goes out of bounds. But I'm pretty sure Ekewu was out of bounds also. Pearson comes into the ball game. And Hogg leaves for the Pomeroys. 7:36 of the first half. Negron puts it into play. Ball comes down to Toops. Toops on the baseline. Lobs the ball to Claxton. Claxton has played well and going to get a foul on St. Mary of the Woods. That's going to be the second foul on Jared Bonds. That puts a little hurt on them. He averages 5.1, and Claxton back at the free throw line. He's 0 for 2 on the game, 2 points on the afternoon. Swish on that one. 3 points for Claxton. Blake Wells back into the contest, and Bonds with 2 personal fouls will sit out. One more for Claxton. Drains both those. 22-11, Pomeroys lead back to 9. Greg Johnson for the Pomeroys. Goes back to Jenkins. Works the ball back to Ekewu. Jenkins. Ekewu in the lane. Nice pass outside, and that's a way to work inside out. The three-pointer by Malachi Pearson puts it to 23-11 Pomeroys, and that gets us to a timeout with 6:59 to go. It is a 30-second break, so we'll leave it here and tell you our game brought to you in part by the Gaslight in Uptown Huntingburg. Pizza by the pound. You can go to the Gaslight, and if you and your organization, whatever that organization may be, are looking for a way to raise funds, you can do it with Gaslight Pizza. The frozen pizza you can sell or gift certificates. Give John Songer a call, and he'll tell you how to work it out at the Gaslight in Huntingburg. 6 minutes, 59 seconds to go here in the first half for Oakland City. Robbie Williams has 5, Claxton with 4, and Mack has 2. For St. Mary's of the Woods, Jenkins with 8. 4 points for Hogg, 4 points for Ekewu, 3 for Pearson, and 2 for Johnson. 23-11, 6:59 left. And the Oaks will have the basketball. And the Pomeroys will put on token pressure. And that is Howard in the backcourt that gets it to Negron. And Howard's going to pick up a personal foul there. That's his first personal foul, team's 8th. And free throws are going to be shot. Chance for the Oaks to get back a little bit closer to Negron. Averages 14-3. He is a 71.8% free throw shooter. Negron out of Clarksville, Tennessee. Good touch there. That is his first point of the afternoon, and it's 23-12. And Jalen tries to get it back to a 10-point Pomeroys lead. Off the front of the rim, it bounces back. Negron gets his own rebound. Shoots a 3. That's no good. Claxton with the board to Toops. Off balance, no. Tapped up and in. Amir Mack's going to get credit for that one. And it's 23-14. Oaks back to within 9. Closer than they've been in this spell as Williams and Johnson going to check back in as the Pomeroys turn it over. As Toops heading out, and Oakland City hasn't a chance to get closer yet, as we're at 6.5 to go here in the first half. Driving in the lane is Claxton. Nice turn by Jonathan Claxton, who is starting to, it's all clicking into place for him. And he has 6 points. It is 23-16. Pomeroy's lead down to 7. Greg Jenkins works on the baseline three-pointer, and that's the answer from Ray Howard. It makes it 26-16. All of a sudden, it's back to 10. Negron gets the ball to Robbie Williams. Back to Negron on the left wing. Back to Williams, top of the key. Goes to Negron. Negron lobs the ball underneath. And that is put the ball up and in by Amir Mack. And it's 26-18. It's back to 8. Greg Johnson for the Pomeroys. To Jenkins, back to Johnson. Open three. That is no good. High in the air is Amir Mack for Oakland City. Across the timeline, Negron. Hunter Johnson. That's Robbie Williams on the baseline. Kicks the ball to Mack. Mack just got hit where you don't want to get hit. And I don't know how there isn't a foul on that. That is no good. Tapped up, no good. Hunter Johnson comes down with the board, and Greg Johnson is going to pick up the foul. (26-18) as that's a second foul on Johnson. And it is a timeout. It's the last media timeout of the first half. 4:55 to go. 26-18 Pomeroys. You are watching the dedicated Oakland City University channel on dnccaa.org. Back at the Johnson Center, the first of two today. The women's game will be coming up at the when we're finished with this contest here. As we look at team statistics, Oakland City 7 of 23, 30.4. St. Mary's of the Woods 10 of 21, 47.6. Three-pointers, Oakland City 1 of 4 for 25%. Pomeroy's 2 of 7, 28.6. Free throws 3 of 6, 50%. Oakland City 4 of 4 for 100% for St. Mary's of the Woods. Rebounds 16-12. Oakland City the advantage, 7-2 offensively. Pomeroy's up 10-9 defensively. One tie, no lead changes. Pomeroy's have led for 12 minutes and 15 seconds, or 81.2% of the contest. Their biggest lead was 12 at 23-11. We come out of the timeout. Free throws will be shot by Hunter Johnson. Johnson is a 74.2% free throw shooter. Johnson, the leading scorer of the state for South Decatur High School out of Sardinia, Indiana, has done a great job for the Oaks. That is no good, though. And coming down with the rebound is Merriweather for the Pomeroys. That goes to Jenkins on the far side, back to Merriweather. It is tapped away, gets it out to Johnson. Johnson puts it up, no good. Tapped slightly, Pomeroys have it. That's Jenkins working the ball down on the near side. Kicks the ball down underneath, works the ball outside. Good three-point defense. Whipped around to Merriweather, three-pointers up, no good there for the stuff, though. Was Jared Bonds, and it's 28-18. David, was that a technical? Hanging on the rim and slapping the backboard. Well, that will be a technical free throw for Oakland City. Going to the free throw line, Robbie Williams, the grad student, 82.1% at the free throw line. He's out of Charleston, West Virginia. And they're not hitting their free throws. .37.5% from the free throw line in the first half, and it just went down. Yeah, you want to know a stat? Oakland City shooting 37.5%, and St. Mary's of the Woods is shooting 100%. That is a difference. 4 of 4 for the Pomeroys, 3 of 9 for the Oaks. Oaks have the ball. Williams sets it up. Negron works the ball in the low block. That's Mack off the glass and in for Amir Mack. 8 points for Mack. It's 28-20 as the Pomeroys are up by 8. Howard works the ball back on the far side to Jenkins. Jenkins lobs the ball back to Howard. Goes on the baseline. Almost losing it is Merriweather. Ball goes to the floor. Mack gets a piece of it. Oakland City has the ball. Negron kicks the ball to Johnson. Johnson in the lane, 17-footer. Rims off high, no good. Pomeroys have the basketball. Across the timeline, setting it up and actually going coast to coast. He hits it, and looks like the basket is going to be good. Foul was going to be on Negron, his second personal foul. 30-20 the score, and Merriweather goes to the free throw line as the lead for the Pomeroys goes back up to 10 points. Merriweather is 72.2% free throw shooter. That is good. 5 points for the Merriweather. Back to 11, down to 3:30 in the half. Robbie Williams. His zone. Baseline. That's a way to answer that. Way to shoot it over the zone as Negron hits the baseline tray. 31-23. Now it's back to 8. Jenkins across the timeline. In the lane, Negron with a great defensive play. Claxton gets the rebound. Williams across the timeout. Mack puts it up, no good. No foul. Jenkins has it going the other way. Off balance shot is good by Howard. He's got 5, and it's 33-23. Robbie Williams for Oakland City now sets things up. Goes on the right wing, back out to Williams. Williams to Johnson. No good. Long rebound comes down to St. Mary's of the Woods. Hogg goes on the baseline to Greg Jenkins. I think Williams going to pick up the foul. That would be his first personal foul. First team's 8. Pomeroy's 5 for 5 at the line, 100%. Oakland City 3 of 9 here with the first half. Jenkins a 76% free throw shooter. Averages 16.3 points per ball game. Senior out of Indianapolis misses that one, and Hunter Johnson gets the board. Negron. Robbie Williams, 10-footer. Rainbow, no good. Pomeroys get the rebound. Merriweather lobs the ball, and that's the tray by Hogg. That's no good. It's tapped around. Pomeroys has it. Jenkins from the elbow scores. 10 points for Greg Jenkins, and it's 35-23. Foul is actually going to be called on Hogg. That's his second personal foul. Mack Yes, Amir Mack. 10 points, it's 35-25. Back to 10, 1:23 to go here in the first half. Greg Jenkins on the near side. Jenkins on the right wing. Pretty good defense. Negron got a piece of it, but they retain possession, and Howard knocks it home. 37-25 Pomeroys. Negron across the timeline on the far side. That's Robbie Williams. Low block to Mack. Back outside, and that is Negron that drains the tray from outside. 7 for him, 37-28. 38 seconds left here in the first half. Jenkins goes to Howard. Three-pointer Howard, that's no good. Claxton gets the rebound. Negron sets up the offense, 37-28. Shot clock is off. It appears the Oaks will go for the final shot of the first half. Negron drives, 15-footer, no good. He got a good look at it though. And that is the first half in the book here at the Johnson Center on the campus of Oakland City University. As it's St. Mary's of the Woods, the Pomeroys 37 and Oakland City University 28. Let's go to stats now at the half. Oakland City 11 of 33, 33.3%. St. Mary's of the Woods 15 of 30 for 50%. Three-point shooting, Oakland City 3 of 7, 42.9. Pomeroys 2 of 10 for 20. Free throws a bugaboo for the Oaks, 3 of 9, 33.3. Pomeroys 5 of 6, 83.3. Rebounds 20-19. St. Mary's of the Woods offensively goes to Oakland City 7 of 4. Defensively 16-12 St. Mary's of the Woods. One tie, no lead changes. St. Mary's of the Woods up 17 minutes and 10 seconds, or 85.8% of the half. Oakland City has not led. Biggest lead for St. Mary's of the Woods, 37-25 at 1:07 to go in the first. 4 assists for the Pomeroys, 3 for the Mighty Oaks, 8 turnovers for the Oaks, 7 for the Pomeroys. Bench points 16 for the Pomeroys, none for Oakland City. 3 blocks for St. Mary's of the Woods, 1 for Oakland City. On-court points 28-26 Oaks. Fast break points 6-0. Pomeroys with the advantage there. Steals 5 for St. Mary's of the Woods. Points off turnover 8 for St. Mary's of the Woods. Points in the paint 18-10 St. Mary's of the Woods. Second chance points 6-2 St. Mary's of the Woods. Pomeroys 11 personal fouls. Oakland City with 9. Technical fouls 2 for St. Mary's of the Woods and 1 for Oakland City. As we look at scoring in the first half, first of all for St. Mary's of the Woods, Jenkins leading away with 10 points, 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 at the free throw line. For 18 minutes, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. 7 points for Howell. 11 minutes, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 4 3-point shooting, 1 personal foul, and 2 turnovers in 11 minutes played. 4 points for Hogg off the bench. 13 minutes, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 3-point shooting. 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, and 1 turnover. 4 for Ekemu with 1 of 1 from the field, 2 of 2 at the free throw line. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 1 turnover, and that is in 7 minutes played. 3 points for Pearson, 7 minutes played, 1 for 4 from the field, 1 of 2 of those 3-point shooting, 1 rebound, and that in 7 minutes played. 2 points for Johnson, 1 of 3 from the field, all 1 3-point shooting, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls in 13 minutes played. Bonds, 2 points, 1 of 1 from the field, a rebound, a block, 3 personal fouls, and 8 minutes played. And that is the scoring as well. And Burdick played and did not score. Oakland City University, Amir Mack played all 20 minutes, had 10 points. 5 of 9 from the field with 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover. Once again, played all 20 minutes. Jonathan Claxton had a great half. We'll get to him in a minute. Negron, good half too, 19 minutes. 7 points, 2 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 3-point shooting, 1 of 2 at the free throw line for a rebound, 2 personal fouls, and 2 turnovers. 6 points for Claxton, 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 4 at the free throw line, 7 rebounds to lead Oakland City there. 1 block, 2 personal fouls, and 1 turnover, and 17 minutes played. 5 points from Williams. 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 3-point shooting, 0 of 2 at the free throw line, a rebound and assist, 2 personal fouls, 1 turnover, and 20 minutes played. Ali Toops and Barika played in the first half and did not score. 37-28 at the end of the first half. Our game brought to you in part by the Gaslight in Uptown Huntingburg. Pizza by the pound and so much more. Great specialty sandwiches and a pretty good lunch place, too. You can also hold your wedding receptions, your class reunions, or anything else like that at the Gaslight. I know every big Ferber family event in the last 40 years we've had there at the Gaslight. And to rent out that back room that seats, you put everything together, a little under 100 people, is absolutely free. Give John Sauer at the Gaslight a call and he'll tell you how to work it out. At the end of the first half, by the way, Oakland City Sports, you like them, you can see Oakland City University on the big screen TV at the Gaslight in Uptown Huntingburg. 37-28 the score. Walt Ferber, producer-director David Holt, statistician Colin Dixon. We'll be back in 9.5 minutes for the second half. You're watching the dedicated Oakland City University channel on DNCCAA.org. Back at the Johnson Center on the campus of Oakland City University, where we're heading into the second half with the score 37-28 St. Mary's of the Woods. I'm Walt Ferber, producer-director David Host, statistician Colin Dixon. The second half is underway. A lot of fireworks in the first. Oaks have the ball as we start half number 2 as Hunter Johnson puts it into play. Gets it to Amir Mack, back to DeGrome. And Oakland City will set up the first offensive possession of the second half. Comes to Robbie Williams on the near side. That's Amir Mack now. Mack drives in the lane, puts it. Oh, man, cannot get that puppy to go. Rebound comes down to Pearson. Jenkins has the basketball for the Oaks. On the baseline, the fadeaway shot is good by Jenkins. Jenkins continues to play well for St. Mary's of the Woods. He's got 12, and it's 39-28. Robbie Williams gets the ball to Claxton. Claxton drives off the glass and in. Claxton's got 8 points, and it's 39-30. Claxton's had kind of a coming out party today for Oakland City University. Johnson. Turnaround shot is no good, but tapped up and in by Pearson. 5 points for Pearson. It's 41-30 Pomeroy. Amir Mack on the left wing. Mack drives. Gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in. Amir Mack puts the biscuit in the basket. He's got 12, and it's 41-32. Greg Jenkins for the Pomeroys on the right wing. Ball goes to Johnson. Johnson in the lane from the elbow. It goes. Johnson with 4 points, and it's 43-32. Ali gets ready to check into the ball game for Oakland City University. Baseline to Groan, steps up, and that's out of bounds. And no foul on that. It will, however, be Oakland City University basketball. Ali puts it into play. Claxton gets it back to Negron. Man, they're allowing a lot of hand checks today. I mean, a bunch. Negron, boom. 9 points for Negron, 43-35. Jenkins for the Pomeroys. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Foul is going to be called on Ali. That's his second personal foul. First team foul in the second half. Jenkins has to pull it back out because Ali is there defensively. Goes to Hogg. Hogg shakes, bakes, has to kick it back out to Jenkins. 4 seconds on the shot clock. That is no good. Negron with a rebound. It goes to Mack. Stops, pops, gets himself to the free throw line. Good striking offense by the Oaks. Personal foul is called on Jared Bonds, and that is his 4th personal foul. Mack at the free throw line. Swish. 13 points for Amir Mack. Burchick will come into the ball game for Bonds, who is sitting down with his 4th personal foul. Amir Mack can get the Oaks closer than they have been in a while. And he does. 14 points for Amir Mack. 43-37. It's a two-possession ball game. Across the timeline, Greg Jenkins. The drive. And Hogg was going strong, put out the forearm shiver, and the foul is going to be called on Claxton, and Claxton has picked up his fourth personal foul. Well, pardon me, his third personal foul for Oakland City. Hogg is a 70% free throw shooter, and that's no good. 4 points on the ball game. Hogg averages 11.2. Hogg out of Owensboro, Kentucky. That is no good. Amir Mack gets the board for Oakland City. 43-37 as Hogg missed both of those. Amir Mack, top of the key now. Amir with the drive, passes it off to Claxton, and Jonathan Claxton scores. He's got 10. Give the assist to Amir Mack, and it's a 4-point game at 43-39. Pomeroy's come back on the near side to Howard. Howard outside three-point territory. Drive, stops, bounces the ball underneath as it goes to Burchick. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Kicks back out, and the foul is going to be called. It's going to be Ali's third personal foul. Howard going to the free throw line. Ken French asking the officials to take a look at it because Ken French says it's a 2. Officials say it's a 3. For the first time today, they're going under the hood. As it has not got a hats off to these guys. This has not been an easy game to officiate today. And we'll find out momentarily whether it is a 3 or whether it is a 2. Right in front of us right here. These guys a difficult job, and David Ho's on top of everything else he does is our replay official here at the Johnson Center. Checking the take now. It's a matter of whether it will be 2 shots or 3 shots. Okay. Well, I like the fact that they took the time and got it right. And our shot there said left foot, had a toe on the line, so it is a 2-shot foul. Free throw line, Howard, an 80% free throw shooter. So that could very easily be the winning point at the end of this game. Gachero Barica hits that is good, by the way, by Howard. as Claxton will come out of the ball game. Barica will come back in. A whistle. Foul is going to be called on Gachiro Barica, who just got into the ball game. Underneath, ball's taken away by St. Mary's of the Woods. Johnson brings the ball across the timeline. Drives into the lane, off-balance shot. It's knocked away. Ali is off to the races. Ali, left-handed left. That's a goaltend. Yes, it is, and they mark that one in the book. Slapped up against the board, and that is 2 points. It makes it a 4-point game at 45-41. Jenkins, Oakland City has climbed back into this thing. That is Merriweather. Merriweather to Johnson. Driving off balance. The shot is no good by Merriweather, and he's going to be fouled. And Gachiro Barica is going to pick up the personal foul there. That's G's first personal foul, team's fifth. Going to the free throw line will be Jenkins, who's a 76% free throw shooter, the senior out of Indianapolis. Twelve points on the ball game now for Jenkins, averages 16-3. And he hits them both. 47-41 Pomeroys. That shot is no good. Coming out with the rebound is Hogg for the Pomeroys. Across the timeline on the near side. That is Hogg in the lane. Step back 18-footer. That's an air ball. Good reversal. Passes back out. The three-pointer no good. But the put-back stuff is good by Hogg, who's got 6. And it's 49-41 Pomeroys. DeGrone drives inside, 10-footer, no good. Tapped around, it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hogg. Oakland City will have it underneath their own basket. And that'll get us to our first media timeout of the second half. 14:20 left. It's 49-41 St. Mary's of the Woods. You're watching River State's Conference basketball, brought to you in part by the Gas Line on the dedicated Oakland City University channel on thNCCAA.org. Back at the Johnson Center on the campus of Oakland City University, a game brought to you today by the Gas Light in Uptown Huntingburg. Pizza by the pound and so much more. But that tastes good on a chilly day like today. The Gasser is one of the best. And they also have some frozen Gaslight pizza available. If you'd like to prepare it in your own home, call John Sire and ask about that. And they can do fundraising for your club or organization. Also, big Oakland City University fans. They have the Oaks on the screen TV at the Gaslight, which was a former theater. So you can watch all the Oaks games right here on the dedicated OCU channel on the NCCAA.org. 49-41 Pomeroys. 14 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the game. Negron puts the ball into play for Oakland City University. G with the ball. Ali down, back outside to an open Negron. That is no good as they fight for the rebound. Hunter Johnson got a piece of it. Foul is going to be called on Hogg. That is his third personal foul. Team's third. G with the ball. So back to Ali. Ali. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Gachero Barica. Has just had back-to-back fouls and has 3 fouls in the game. 49-41, it stays as Hogg will put it into play for St. Mary's of the Woods. That is Greg Jenkins who works the ball across the timeline. Jenkins with the setup. Oakland City needs a stop. Got the weave going. Off balance shot is no good by Hogg, but he's going to be fouled and going to the free throw line. Hunter Johnson called for the foul. Hunter Johnson picks up his third personal foul. Teron Hogg goes to the free throw line. The senior out of Owensboro, Kentucky. 70.6% at the free throw line. He has 6 points on the afternoon. This has been some game today as Tanner Toops gets ready to check back into the contest for Oakland City as it's 1 of 2 for Teron Hogg. Oaks Negron in the backcourt. Working, gets the ball across the timeline. Goes to Amir Mack. G, Gachero Barica on the right wing. Negron to Hunter Johnson, 3-pointer. Off the front of the rim, no good. Hogg with a rebound for the Pomeroys. Johnson on the near side. Back to Hogg. Drives baseline, no. Foul called on Oakland City. That's Barica picking up his 4th. So Barica and Claxton both with 4 personal fouls. That rim's off, no good. Toops goes in for G, Gachero Barica. One more shot for Hogg. And gets that one to go. 8 points for Teron Hogg, and it's 51-41. Negron for the Oaks. Back to a 10-point Pomeroy advantage. Ali near side. Drives the baseline. Foul is called on St. Mary's of the Woods. That's on Teron Hogg. That's 4 on him. So Pomeroy's getting a little bit into foul trouble here too as Mack will put it into play for Oakland City and throws it in. The pass intercepted by Ikwu. And Johnson will set up the offense. Comes back outside to Jenkins. Just inside the arc, that's no good. Hunter Johnson high for the rebound for the Oaks. He's going to take it coast to coast. Charging foul called. I think that is on Hunter Johnson. Hunter Johnson picks up his 4th personal foul. Jenkins for the Pomeroys. Merriweather, Johnson, Jenkins for St. Mary of the Woods. Robbie Williams gets ready to check back in. Merriweather, good pass, acrobatic shot, no good. Toops comes out with the board for Oakland City. Negron sets up the offense, works it across the backside, back to Tanner. Toops In and out, no good. Good look for him, though. Fighting for the rebound. And the rebound comes down to Ikwu. Johnson. Left-handed layup is good by Greg Johnson. 6 points for him. 53-41, St. Mary's of the Woods. Negron across the timeline, works off the Mac screen. Ali, 18-footer, that is no good. And the rebound comes down to Merriweather. Jenkins going to kick it into gear. Doesn't get it. Mack with a rebound for Oakland City. Amir Mack is going to be just short. Get the rebound and score. Amir Mack puts the biscuit in the basket for Oakland City University. He has 14 points now. It is a full. And it is, let's go ahead and take a break. Is it a 30 or a full? Let's go ahead and take a break. You're watching the dedicated Oakland City University channel on the NC.
The value of champions of character across all institutions is a message that we can all get behind.
The purpose behind Champions of Character is to have that student-athlete experience be one of growth.
Men's basketball on campus, we make sure that we give back with a smile and with a purpose.
Our goal as coaches is for our players to leave being better men, better husbands, better fathers, and better members in their community.
NAIA is Champions of Character.
11 minutes, 10 seconds to go on this one. 53-43, Pomeroy's by 10 points, but this has been a war. And this is an Oakland City team that doesn't have as many wins as they would like, but I tell you what, the fire has lit. And if you haven't got over here to the Johnson Center to watch these guys, they put it all out there for you. Greg Jenkins has it for St. Mary's of the Woods. Led by Ali at midcourt. Merriweather. He's back, works the ball on the baseline now, bringing it back out is Jenkins. 10 on the shot clock. Merriweather. Jenkins. It's on the baseline, open three, and that is money on the baseline by Pearson. Second three of the ball game, 8 points for him. 56-43. Mack cannot answer. It's run around and Merriweather off to the races. DeGrone cuts him off. Heading toward the 10-minute mark. Jenkins on the left wing drive, steps up 10-footer. No good, but a foul's going to be called on Toops. Tanner Toops picking up his first personal foul. Going to the free throw line. Greg Jenkins is 76% free throw shooter. (57-43). 4 of 5 at the free throw line for Jenkins. 15 points. 5 of 11 from the field, 5 of 6, 5 of 7 at the charity line. 57-43 Pomeroy's. Negron into the lane. And a foul is going to be called on St. Mary's of the Woods. I think that's Merriweather. Merriweather will pick up his third personal foul. Team's fifth in the second half. Negron has the out-of-bounds play for the Oaks. Bounce passes to Williams. Williams moving on for the baseline, misfires, and the rebound comes down to Merriweather. Jenkins across the timeline. That is up and no good. He's going to get himself to the free throw line. That is the media timeout. 9:49 left in this one. Pomeroy's up 57-43. You're watching the dedicated Oakland City University channel on dnccaa.org. Back at the Johnson Center. 9:49 left. Let's look at the scoring for St. Mary's of the Woods. Jenkins leading the way with 15 points. 9 for Howell, 8 for Pearson, 8 for Hogg. 6 points for Johnson. 5 for Merriweather, 4 for Ekwu. 2 points for Bonds. Wells and Burdick have played and haven't scored. 3 double-figure scores for Oakland City. Amir Mack, 16. DeGrone and Claxton have 10 apiece. 5 for Robbie Williams and 2 for Ali. Toops, Barica, and Johnson have played and have not scored. 9 minutes for this has been a fun ball game. This has been back and forth and a slugfest. As we come out of the break, when we're done with this one, the ladies will be playing. And we'll have that one here on the channel also. 76% at the free throw line for Jenkins. 5 of 7 at the line today. Swish on that, 6 out of 8. (58-43) St. Mary of the Woods. (59-43) now. Jenkins, 17 points, 4 rebounds. Not a bad day's work at the office. Mack scoops. And Amir Mack is going to get a charging foul on that. And that is the first team foul. And they're going to take a look at that. The look is the call on the floor was a charging foul on Amir Mack. We'll take a look at this back and see if it is a charge or what exactly the play is. We're set up with 9:38 to go, and this one is 59-43 St. Mary's of the Woods. St. Mary's of the Woods taking care of a minor blood situation. They get to just exactly the right frame. They continue to look as you watch from our camera high atop the Johnson Center, right where okay, all 3 officials are going to take a look at this one. Amir Max is looking at him right now. He says there's no way that he did there, but these gentlemen are taking their time and taking a look at this right here to see how they're going to go to confer. And then I hope they come back. They've done a pretty good job of coming back and telling us exactly what is going on. but they have taken the technology that is available, and it is pretty doggone good stuff. And they're going to come back in just a moment and tell us what's going on. As far as St. Mary's of the Woods, Bonds and Hogg both have 4 personal fouls. For Oakland City, Hunter Johnson, Gachero Barica each have 4 personal fouls. As we're going down the stretch of the final 9 minutes and 38 seconds in this one, brought to you by the Gaslight in Uptown Huntingburg. By the way, the women in the second game are going to be going without Marissa Austin. Tweaked her knee in the victory over IUS on Thursday, so hopefully she's back soon. But that game not coming up till we're done here, as it is a much different game than it was when I started 52 years ago in this. And going back and talking to the scorers table. Now the explanations are continuing. It is they called it on Amir Mack. That's good. David, did they call that a flagrant? That was called a flagrant 2. And shooting the shot is Johnson. Got 7. He's got 8. And Pomeroy's had the ball. That makes it 61-43. As Mack did pick up the personal foul, and it was a flagrant. In the backcourt, Howell has it for the Pomeroys. Johnson. Weave going. Howell. Pomeroys don't have to be in a hurry. Heading toward the 9-minute mark. Williams got a piece of it. Nice defense by Robbie Williams for the Oaks. He has it back again over the timeline. Back to Amir Mack. Steps at the free throw line, moves the ball outside to Negron. Negron. Step back, Mack. 10 on the shot clock. Off, no. Foul, I'm guessing, is on Johnson, but we'll have to wait to see to make sure. Foul is on Johnson. That is his 3rd personal foul. 61-43. That's the 6th team foul. As Mack goes to the free throw line. A 70% free throw shooter, and he knocks that one home. Mack, the leading scorer for the Oaks today. 7 of 15 from the field, 3 of 3 at the charity line for 17 points for Amir Mack at a 61-44. No good. Toops grabbed it away. It goes out of bounds, and that's Oakland City's ball. Give Tanner Toops credit for a hustle play on that one. Checking back in is Hogg. He's got 4 personal fouls. Checking out is Pearson. Comes to Mack at the free throw line. Amir puts it up, yes, and 1. Amir took it on himself. A perfect use of the shot fake. 19 points for Amir Mack. 8 of 16 from the field, 3 of 4 at the charity line at 61-46 now as Mack goes back to the free throw line. 4th personal foul on Merriweather for St. Mary's of the Woods. No good. The rebound comes down to Merriweather. Jenkins across the timeline. Timeout is called by St. Mary of the Woods. 8 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the ball game. It's full timeout, so we'll go ahead and take a break. 61-46 Pomeroys. You're watching the dedicated Oakland City University channel on DNCCAA.org. Eight minutes, 45 seconds left. Foul trouble for both teams. For St. Mary of the Woods, Bonds with 4, Merriweather with 4, and Hogg with 4, while Johnson has 3. For Oakland City, Hunter Johnson has 4, Gachiro Barika has 4, but Robbie Williams, Jonathan Claxton, and Ramid Ali have 3 fouls each. Rebounds, 31 apiece in this. Oakland City winning 13-7 offensively. Defensively, Pomeroy's up 24-18. 5 assists for each team. Oakland City with 13 turnovers. St. Mary's of the Woods with 9. Oaks back out on the floor. Trying to get a push. Many people think the top team in the league. They're 13-2 on the year, 3-0 in the River States Conference coming into today. St. Mary's of the Woods College out of Terre Haute, Indiana. Ball comes in to Howell. Jenkins. He's in an Oak sandwich. Ali takes it away. Ramid works the ball down, and he gets the ball taken away by Hogg. Teron Hogg of the Pomeroys, far side to Ekwa. And a foul's going to be called on Ali, and Ali has 4. 4 personal fouls on Ali, and it's 61-46. Team's 10th. Howell at the free throw line, the freshman shooting 2, and he's a good free throw shooter, 80.6%. Howell out of Evansville, Indiana. That is up, and that is good. This is a good St. Mary's of the Woods squad. 3 of 3 at the line, 4 of 4 at the line for Howell. Garth Jepson getting ready to check in for the Oaks now. Young man out of New Zealand. DeGrone on the baseline, gets it to Ali, and Ali loses it to Ikwu. Taken back away and taken back away again by Merriweather. Right-handed lay. Oh, it's not a layup. It is a pass to Jenkins, who flushes it. And it's 65-46, Pomeroys by 19. That foul is going to be called on Toops. That's his second personal foul. And putting it into play will be Merriweather in front of our microphones. Jenkins. Goes back on the far side to Johnson. Scoop shot is no good. Tapped up, no good. Toops gets the rebound, throws it in. Oaks have it. And The ball taken away by Johnson. Howe holds it out, and they can burn some clock with 7 minutes and change to go. 65-46. Go over 20 for the first time if they hit here. Toops gets in there and ties them up. It's a held ball, and the change of possession arrow. I think it's going to be Pomeroy's ball underneath their own bucket. That is Jenkins. Back to Johnson. Long shot by Johnson. At the end of the shot clock, no good. Garth Jepson has the board for Oakland City. To Mack, no good. It's tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Greg Johnson. Oaks will have it underneath their own bucket. Toops coming out of the game. Hunter Johnson back in. Hunter has 4 personal fouls. 6 minutes and 44 seconds to go in this one. Comes into Amir Mack. Amir doing the shake and bake. And he is knocked to the turf, and he is not getting up. As Matt, that would be a very, very bad person for the Oaks to lose, and Mack is back up under his own power. And the officials conferring. I don't think the women's game is going to start at the appropriated time, as this is a game that has been long and hard. Hickwa picking up his first personal foul on that one. Amir Mack going to the free throw line. 70% free throw shooter. 19 points for the young man out of Atlantic City, New Jersey. That's no good. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Teron Hogg. And will be Oakland City ball 65-46, so it's back under 20. Robbie Williams puts it into play for the Oaks underneath their own bucket. Lobs the ball to Johnson. Johnson off the screen, 18-footer good by Hunter Johnson. That, believe it or not, his first 2 points of the ball game. 65-48, Pomeroy's. 6.5 to go. Greg Jenkins. Negron working on him. Three-pointer baseline. That is swished by Howe. So Howe puts it in. He's got 14 points, and it's 68-48. St. Mary's of the Woods, Amir Mack. Tapped away. Jenkins. Yes, and one. As personal foul will be called on Robbie Williams, and that's his 4th. At the free throw line is Howe. 16 on the day. 4 for 4 at the free throw line for him, and he's now 5 for 5. Williams for Oakland City. Hunter Johnson. 10-footer, got it. Hunter starting to heat up. That's a good thing. 71-50 Pomeroy's. Johnson at 5:20. Merriweather. Howell. Howell works on Mack. 10-footer, no. Garth Jepson with the rebound. The ball to DeGrone. DeGrone stops, reverses, no good. Tapped up and in by Amir Mack. Amir having a day. 19 points for Amir Mack. Jenkins no good, but the follow-up is up and in by Ikwa. He's got 6, 73-52. Williams to Johnson. That's a foul. Ikwa picks up the personal foul for the Pomeroys. And that should get us to the last media timeout. 4:33 left, 73-52. St. Mary's in the Woods. River State's Conference basketball brought to you in part by the Gaslight. You're watching the dedicated Oakland City University channel on the NCCAA.org.
We are champions of the character.
Back at the Johnson Center, 73-52, St. Mary's in the Woods. Oakland City 21 of 56, 37.5%. St. Mary's in the Woods 25 of 53, 47.2. Three-pointers, Oakland City 4 of 12, 33-3. St. Mary's in the Woods 4 of 14, 28.6. Free throws, this has been a problem for the Oaks. 6 of 15, 40%. St. Mary's in the Woods 19 of 25, 76%. Each team with 35 rebounds. Oakland City 14 offensive to 11 for the Pomeroys. Pomeroys 24 defensively. Oakland City with 21. One tie, no lead changes. The Pomeroys have led for 32 minutes and 35 seconds, or 92% of the game. Largest lead is at 71-48, 5:45 left in the ball game. 19 turnovers for the Oaks, 11 for the Pomeroys. Hunter Johnson going to the free throw line. South Decatur High School, where he was the state's leading scorer. Sardinia, Indiana, 15.1 points per game, a 74.2% free throw shooter. And that is good by Johnson. 5 points for Hunter Johnson. 73-53. Hits that one. 73-54. Six points for Hunter. That's no good, but Jepson gets the rebound. Johnson, 17-footer, got it. He is a microwave. He is red hot, and it's 73-56. Greg Jenkins goes to Merriweather on the near side. Back to Jenkins. Lobs the ball back on the near side to Johnson. 5-footer, no good. Johnson gets the rebound. He was hit right in the face. I don't think it was necessarily intentional, but he was poked. If you do that, I'm telling you, it was probably an accident, but if you do that on the street, you go to jail. That is an assault. And once again, I think they're going to go back into the hood as both teams go to the floor. As Johnson is fouled, and we'll take a look and see if that is an intentional foul. 4 minutes and 6 seconds left in this one. As you can see, looking down from high above the Johnson Center and going over our streaming shots here from the ball game. For Oakland City, Amir Mack with 21 points, 10 each for DeGrone and Claxton. 8 for Johnson. Williams has 5. Ali has 2. 19 for Jenkins. 19 for Jenkins for St. Mary's of the Woods. 17 for Howe. 8 points for Hogg. 8 for Johnson. 8 for Pearson. 6 for Ikwu and 2 for Johnson. There's all 3 officials getting their looks in there, and we'll have a confab and see what they say. So, seeing if it is a flagrant 2, which honestly would be my guess, just from eyeballing it. I don't think it would be up to a flagrant 1, but depending on as they look to get it, and Ken French using it as a timeout. Oaks have been spunky, and this is probably the best team in the River State Conference in St. Mary's of the Woods. But Hunter Johnson taking a shot. I'm just glad that Hunter's okay, as he is one of the best scorers in the NAIA in the country. Just started to heat up here in the second half. And they'll go back, and we'll see what they say. You see him conferring at center court now. And continue to confer. Differential 17 points. This is a doubleheader today. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday. And we do thank you for spending part of your afternoon with us. Well, it is going to be Hunter Johnson shooting free throws. Flagrant 2. That was my guy. I like it. That's a blind squirrel in the acorn. Flagrant 2 is the call. Burdick gets the foul. That's his second foul. Hunter Johnson going to the free throw line. He's a 74% free throw shooter. He's had a nice last several minutes, and he's up to 8 points. Those are all of the second half. And he hits both the free throws. Hunter Johnson's got 10 points. It is 73. That's kind of big. That puts it to 15 now. And a chance to take some more off this with this possession. Negron. Hunter Johnson, top of the key. Hunter drives, puts it up, and gets fouled again. That's going to be Jenkins picking up the personal foul for St. Mary's of the Woods. His first personal foul is Hunter Johnson taking it on himself and is having a most spectacular second half. Four of 6 at the line, 5 of 7 at the line. (73-59), 11 points for Hunter. The fourth Oak in double figures. Shooters roll for the young man out of Sardinia. 6 of 8. 12 points for Hunter Johnson. Greg Johnson goes to Jenkins. On the high post, back outside to Johnson. Charging foul is called on the Oaks. On the Pomeroys. I think they're going to get Greg Johnson on that one. And that is Greg Johnson's fourth personal foul. They're going to get him out of the ball game. And Howell will come back in for the Pomeroys. Negron puts it into play for Oakland City. Jepson will hand it right back to Negron. Negron drives, almost loses it, goes back and gets it. Hunter Johnson on the baseline. Three-pointer, oh my. That's the Hunter Johnson I know. 15 points for Johnson. 73-63, it's back to 10. They got a shot in this one. If they get it back under double figures, they need a defensive stop here. Lob the ball on the baseline. A three that is no good. Merriweather with the rebound. Got it to go. Merriweather with 7 at 75-63. Pomeroy's up by 12. Negron. Negron on the right wing. Flips the ball to Garth Jepson. Lobs the ball to Johnson in the low block. Step back 10-footer. No, but he's going to get himself to the free throw line. Howell picks up his second personal foul for the Pomeroys. They can get it back to 10. Going to the free throw line, Hunter Johnson. Very personable young man. If I remember, he's homecoming king, wasn't he? Hunter Johnson, of course he was. Swish. Hunter Johnson adds another one to the total. 7 of 9 at the free throw line for Johnson, 16 points. That is short. It's tapped up. Garth Jepson has it. Tapped around. And that is Jenkins. Jenkins scores. 77-64. Oakland City with the ball. That's Amir Mack. Claxton on the baseline. Puts it up. No good. Coming out with the rebound is Jenkins. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Back on the near side, Greg Jenkins. Three-pointer baseline, rims off, no good. Claxton has the rebound for Oakland City. Negron. Williams gets ready to check in. From the free throw line, it's no good. Comes back out to Claxton. Negron resets. Hunter Johnson works. Step back three. No good. Mack gets the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Merriweather as Williams comes into the ball game for Jepson. And a timeout on the floor is called by Oakland City. A full timeout. 1:16 to go. 77-64 St. Mary's of the Woods. You're watching the dedicated Oakland City University channel on the NCCAA.org. At the Johnson Center on the campus of Oakland City University. This has been a wild one, and you're watching the continuing emergence of this young Oakland City University basketball team. This is a Pomeroy's team that is 13-2, 3-0 in the River States Conference, and the Oaks have battled them. Very much the underdog going into this, but they have battled them tooth and toenail. 1:16 left in this one. Hunter Johnson being attended to. I think maybe a little bit of a blood situation, as he has been an absolute stud the last 8 or 9 minutes in this ball game. And he goes, reminds me of one of those old boxing movies where he says, fix the cut up and get me back in there. And that's exactly what he did. That's a tough young dude. Mack's going to put it into play underneath the Oaks basket with 1:16 to go. Needs to get it in. Finds Robbie Williams. Williams works off the Claxton screen. Back on the near side to Negron. Negron goes top of the key, drives in the lane. Negron puts it up. Contact, no foul. Hogg came away with it, and across the timeline, it's Jenkins. Jenkins being stopped by Hunter Johnson. Under a minute. And they're going to burn time. You can't blame the Pomeroys in doing this. But the 13-2 Pomeroys have had all they've wanted today. 77-64 the score. Shot is up and no good by Jenkins. Whistle and 30 seconds. A time violation on the Pomeroys. I don't think the Pomeroys mind that too much because they burned a lot of time off the clock. Negron kind of trying to conserve time, picks it up at the midcourt line. Works off the screen, stops. Amir Mack working in the lane, puts it up from the elbow. It's no good. Coming down with a rebound, Merriweather. Long lead pass, probably showtime. It is. Jenkins puts the biscuit in the basket, 79-64. Negron, three-pointer swish. Negron can knock those down all game long. Negron with 10 points. 13 points rather, 79-67. Final seconds of this one. Howell has the ball, and this was worth every second the admission. If you're an Oaks fan, you'd like to see it come up the other way. But this is a battling Oakland City team that ended up taking one of the top teams in the nation as much as they wanted today. 14-3 for the Pomeroys after this as they go to 4-0 in the River State Conference. Let us go to our post-game statistics as there we go. Team stats, Oakland City 24-64 for 37.5%. St. Mary's of the Woods 28 of 59, 47.5. Three-pointers, Oakland City 6 of 15, 40%. St. Mary's of the Woods 4 of 16, 25%. Free throws, Oakland City 13 of 24, 54.2. St. Mary's of the Woods 19 of 25 for 76%. Rebounds, Oakland City 41, St. Mary's of the Woods 39, 18-12 offensively. Pomeroys 27-23 defensively. There was one tie, no lead changes. Pomeroys led 37 minutes and 10 seconds, or 92.9% of the ball game. Their largest lead was at 23 at 71-48, with 5:45 left in the contest. 9-6 assist St. Mary's of the Woods as we have Ken French in the neighborhood. We'll see if he joins us here momentarily. It is turnovers 20-13 Oakland City. Bench points 32-2 Pomeroys. Blocks 4-2 Pomeroys. On-court points 65-57 Oakland City. Fast break points 8-2 Pomeroys. Steals 13 for St. Mary's of the Woods, 8 for Oakland City. Points off turnovers 20 for St. Mary's of the Woods, 12 for Oakland City. Points in the paint, 38 for the Pomeroys, 24 for St. Mary's of the Woods. Second chance points, 15 for Oakland City, 14 for St. Mary's of the Woods. 24 personal fouls for each team. Technical fouls, 1 for Oakland City and 2 for St. Mary's of the Woods. As we get into individual scoring for our contest this afternoon, for St. Mary's of the Woods, they were led by Jenkins. 23 points in 37 minutes played, 8 of 15 from the field, 7 of 9 at the free throw line. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 steals, 1 block, 1 personal foul, 3 turnovers in 37 minutes. The other double-figure scorer was Howell as Hal ends up with 17 points. 5 of 11 from the field, 2 of 6 3-point shooting, 5 of 5 at the free throw line. 17 points, 2 personal fouls, and 4 turnovers. 8 points for Pearson, 3 of 6 in the field, 2 of 3 3-point shooting in 11 minutes played. He also had 3 rebounds. 8 points for Johnson. 29 minutes played, 8 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 0 of 3 3-point shooting, 2 of 2 at the charity line. 1 assist, 3 steals, 4 personal fouls, and 1 turnover. 8 points for Hogg in 26 minutes, 3 of 8 from the field, 0 of 3 3-point shooting, 2 of 6 at the free throw line for 8 points, 7 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block, 4 personal fouls, 1 turnover in 26 minutes. 7 points for Merriweather, 25 minutes, 3 of 6 from the field, 0 of 1 3-point shooting, 1 of 1 at the free throw line, 15 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 4 personal fouls, and 1 turnover. 6 points for Ikwu, who played 18 minutes, 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 4 at the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 personal fouls, and 1 turnover. 2 points for Bonds, 13 minutes, 1 of 1 from the field, 1 rebound, 1 block, 4 personal fouls, and Wells and Burdick played and did not score. For Oakland City University, 4 double-figure scores led by Amir Mack with 21 points, 9 of 18 from the field, 3 of 6 at the free throw line for 21 points, 39 minutes played, 9 rebounds, close to a double-double, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 personal foul, and 6 turnovers. 16 points for Hunter Johnson, who didn't have a point in the first half. 4 of 12 from the field, 1 of 5 3-point shooting, 7 of 10 at the free throw line for 16 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 personal fouls. 13 points for Negron, 4 of 15 from the field, 4 of 6 best on the team 3-point shooting, 1 of 2 at the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 personal fouls, 2 turnovers in 39 minutes played. 10 points for Claxton, who had a coming out party today. 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 4 at the free throw line with 10 rebounds. So Claxton a double-double today with 10 points and 10 rebounds, 1 block, 3 personal foul, 1 turnover in 26 minutes played. 5 points for Robbie Williams, 31 minutes, 2 of 6 in the field, 1 of 2 3-point shooting, 0 of 2 at the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover in 31 minutes played. 2 points for Ramid Ali, 1 of 2 from the field, 1 assist, 4 steals most on the team, 4 personal fouls, 4 turnovers in 16 minutes played. Toops, Jepson, and Marika played today, but did not score. Final score in the contest, 79-67, as it is a victory for St. Mary's of the Woods. We're going to take about a 10-minute break, be back for the women's game coming up, as this is the River State Conference Women's Game of the Week, and a big one in the River State Conference as Oakland City University battles St. Mary's of the Woods. For producer-director David Hose,